Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
It's Bars and Bar Pelts. I'm Phil.
I'm Sam.
With my host, the beautiful, the great, the fantastic Samantha. Woo! All right, now that we got that out of the way, we've got NF today, Happy. This is a song from his new album, which is, I believe...
recently, right?
It came out recently, yeah. I believe it's called Hope, is the album name. And we've already done the self-titled track of that. So we did Hope already. So I think this is going to be our 5th NF song on the channel now, right? Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 5th one.
Okay.
Because we've done 3 from his previous album, and then this will be the 2nd one. No, this is the 3rd one from... Because we did The Motto, we did Hope, and we did... Now this will be this one.
Yeah.
With Happy.
Yeah.
Right?
And then before we did The Search, When I Grow Up.
Right, those 2.
Yes.
So I don't think we've done any of that. Anyways, you can check the channel if we're wrong. We've got an NF playlist as well, so you can check out
yes.
the NF videos that we got on the channel. Other than this one, at the end of this video, it should pop up, and you can click on that. And if you haven't joined us on this journey thus far, as I've said, NF has been a part of it. We'd love to have you for the ride. You can join this community by hitting that subscribe button. And like I said, we've got NF clearly, but we've got a lot of stuff as well. Other than that, in terms of comedy, sports, vocalists, more hip-hop. We got a lot of Eminem, and there'll be definitely more to come with Eminem. So, you know, all different varieties of content on here. And that's because we're trying to make a crazy good community, but channel with a lot of content that keeps you guys engaged and entertained, but also us. Like, we're not going to do something on this channel that is... if we don't like it, we probably won't continue doing it, basically. But at the same time, we're broadening our horizons to what you guys like as well. So that's been a great experience, and we're going to continue on that trend by doing Happy by NF. And so as we've kind of gathered with the NF thus far, is that he's an artist that brings his whole entire catalog with him to the table when he does his songs, right? So
I think he pulls on a lot of, like, personal experiences and his own life, right, for his music a lot.
Yeah, but I was just more so referring to that he plays on previous songs that we've listened to. Yeah. In his, like, so we did The Search was the last one that we released, I think, and in that one he's referring to searching for hope, and now he's dropped Hope. Yes. Right, and so now we're getting into Happy. So I'm interested to see where this is going to fit in with his. Adaptation of his process, which is really cool as an artist from an artist standpoint. That he's
like a bigger picture.
Yeah, because that's rare in hip hop in general, I think, but you could say that about a lot of different genres. But hip hop in particular, you don't have a lot of artists nowadays that take their journey all the way through. It's very few and far between. That one, the catalogs will be from one to the next. Like Kanye had done something like that, right?
Yeah,
where
they kind of lead into each other.
Yeah, late registration, graduation, all that kind of stuff, right? It's kind of the similar theme of the growth of the artist, which is very cool. So interested to see where he's going to go with this one. He's obviously very conscious in his raps as well, so excited to see where we're going to go. But anyways, this intro is getting
too long.
A little bit. So I'm going to shut up now and allow NF to take the stage and do his thing. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Dear God, please hear me out. I know it's been a couple years since I've reached out and said hello. I bet you're wondering why I keep obsessing on and stressing all the little things when I should be living life and soaking up the memories. I know I've been selfish, I have no excuse to give you it's true. Hanging by a thread's how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up feels happy. Yeah, been this way so long, it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got some issues that I won't address. I got some baggage I ain't open yet. I got some demons I should put to rest. I got some traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding, some family members I don't really connect with, some things I said I wish I would've not let slip, some hurtful words that never should've left my lips, some bridges burned I'm not ready to rebuild yet, some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange I know, but I feel most at home when I'm living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I...
It's a very cool song. It's one thing I've liked about our journey with NF this far is his ability to make such vastly different songs from his creative catalog. He's got so much creativity in his music, which is, again, we talked about hip hop, but that's rare. What I've seen from good artists, they're the ones that are able to encapsulate that creativity.
Yes.
Back to back to back to back in different ways, whereas a lot of hip hop gets repetitive. Clearly, that's not the case for NF.
No, not at all.
And a lot going on in the visuals and in the video for sure. I think what I'm hearing a lot of is I liked in the beginning he kind of just immediately came out and said, I'm sorry that I've been missing to his conversation with God. Started that out and then said has led into the rest of the song talking about what he means by that. And in that, a lot of the times we can dwell on the negatives when I guess that's the theme of the song, right? Is it's you should be happy, there's a lot of great things going on, but I just keep dwelling on the negatives that are festering around me.
It's feeling more comfortable to sit in the negative than to embrace the positive.
And that message of gratefulness in some ways, right? I think that's why the God aspect might have been in there in the beginning, is I know I should be grateful, I have a lot to be grateful for, but instead I keep harping on the negatives in my life, and I'm not able to then see and realize what all the great things are in front of me. And I think maybe what he could be alluding to with this in the video is that this person looks like a mom, right? And they're not seeing the joy of their daughter right there, which is what's missing, right? You should be happy
for sure,
because you have this great daughter and this child in front of you that is a bundle of joy, but you're getting distracted by all these negatives of smoking, drinking, a boyfriend or husband that's not treating you right, or a father, or whatever it might be. But I think it's just, again, so great to see him putting so much time and effort into making this process. And this is different than what I expected, though, because it's a story, it seems like, and less about him.
I feel like usually he's the focal point of his music videos.
So maybe it could be about him and what he was writing it about himself, right? But in the video, we're kind of seeing a different aspect of it.
Yeah, and I really kind of picked up on, which I think the video highlights as well, is the kind of the theme of self-sabotage. So he's talking a lot about how he almost it's almost more comfortable for him to just burn everything down and sit in the sadness and the negative, like you said, the negative of it. And then I think in the video is kind of highlighting also the pattern, right? With the two storylines going back and forth. You have this little girl who I'm assuming the older adult is now this little girl grown up and is now repeating the same patterns that she was exposed to as a child, right? And the self-sabotage of her seeing her mom do that, and then now she's doing the same thing because that's what she was exposed to as a child, right? And kind of just highlights the patterns that in life, when you're so comfortable being exposed to negativity all the time, it's something that you kind of just are more comfortable because it's all you know, right?
And it's interesting as well that we, in the beginning we talked about how his progression as an artist with NF is, we listen to The Search and searching for hope, and within that hope you're trying to find happiness, and so it's he's, I think, again, we talk about how he's so creative, but in that creativity, like we said, searching for hope and happiness, and in trying to find that happiness, it's not trying to dwell on that, like you said, that negativity, to be happy, within that search of hope. And it's just it's just so cool
allow
how
yourself to actually feel like you deserve to be happy.
And it's so cool it's how he's blending it all together, right?
No truth truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel, but I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Don't know what's around the bend. Don't know what my future is, but I can't keep on living in. Living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel, but I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. If I was happy. I was happy.
So any additional thoughts?
No, I just thought it was really creative, like you said before, very creatively done, the video and the song. And you know, I think like the song, I wouldn't have necessarily like put the visuals from the video with the song. Like I wouldn't have expected that to be what the video was. But I think that the video did do a good job at like highlighting all of the themes in the song, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like you said, he probably wouldn't have conceptualized that in the beginning, but I'm sure when he wrote this, that's what he had in mind.
Yeah.
And we didn't even really touch on him, you know, just the song itself. We were talking a lot about the visuals, but he did a great job on his delivery, his flow, changing his cadence. Obviously, the storytelling component. You know, he said in previous videos that, you know, he doesn't even know if he's making a movie or making a music video, because I think that's what the line was that he said, because he gets so in depth with the creativity, and you know, that's totally true. But on the musical elements, he's still, you know, really putting together some great bars, and like I said, delivering with that punchy flow and getting you to really listen to the story, and so I think he did a great job. And just overall, this is a great track. Very, like I said many times in this video already, creative, but it's refreshing. I think it's creatively refreshing.
Yeah, and I think this is a little bit different for him than the other ones that we've done. Like, I feel like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's obviously like still rapping and stuff, but I feel like the other ones were more of like a harder rap flow, whereas this one was like a little bit, like, I guess, quicker tempo. Like, I don't really know how to say it.
Yeah, well, I think it had a mix of it, because I think in the beginning, it was a little lighter with his bars and with the way he was delivering it. But in the middle portion of the song, when it got a little more intense, with a lot of the drama that was occurring, so did his delivery in terms of what he was doing with how hard he was hitting those rhymes. So I did kind of pick up a little bit on that. You know, that I think was a part of the build in the song, which was pretty cool. But like you said, it was a little different. It wasn't as aggressive, I think, is what you're getting at.
Yes, exactly.
And but also the beat,
I really liked it though.
Yeah, but also the beat wasn't as, like, he has seemingly a theme of instrumentation. He uses a lot of, like, he's used like kind of an orchestra beat beats before.
Yes.
This one was more of like an acoustic vibe that he had in the beat.
Yeah, like a little more up tempo kind of.
Yeah, so I think previous songs were more layered with lots of different sounds and stuff, but this one was stripped down more because of the message that he was trying to give, which again comes back to being able to really nail it down for what you're trying to provide, you know, the listener and the viewer with, and I think he did, you know, an excellent job at that.
Yeah, no, for sure, the message was great.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our reaction, a little bit of a breakdown there as well. Lots of deep diving on the analysis, I think. I'm sure we got a few things incorrect. It's the first listen, though, and you can't catch everything. So if you guys have anything to add and anything that you think we should know, hit those comments and let us know what that might be. If you have anything else that you'd like us to react to, you can leave those in the comments as well. If you enjoyed our reaction, you know what to do. Hit that like button. And check out the playlist that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Got NF probably popping off right now. And you should subscribe and come along with this journey that we're on, because it's been, like I said, fantastic, and we're going to keep on it. With that said, that's it from us today, guys. We'll be back soon with another one.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.